So I said previously I was going to show you guys how I travel in an absolutely ridiculous over-engineered setup that can actually get me through a long haul or red-eye flight. I do get a lot of looks when I'm initially setting it up. I look like I'm strangling myself, but I don't care. It's worth it. Step one is purchasing the Aspen Vista two-piece cervical collar. Now this of course exists to stabilize people's necks when they're in a critical condition, but it can be co-opted to look ridiculous on a plane. Some of the game changers here include height adjustment on the front, so you can crank that up nice and tall. Keep your neck elevated there. If you adjust it to the max, it starts to push the neck a bit too far up, so I normally do it one from the top. And then it's just a kind of relaxed position that will sit in place. Then for the second piece, there are two versions of this particular collar. One has the extra head posts on the back for extra support, and I've tried it with both, and without the head posts it tends to cut into the back of my neck. So this is adjustable to 3 levels, and your top level is completely straight, bottom level is quite a bit back down. I find in the middle generally provides a bit of support while still supporting my neck and pushing it slightly forward, which is what I'm looking for when I am so much higher above the seat and I'm trying to stop my neck from collapsing backwards. So I'll show you that if I line this Velcro up as it's kind of intended, what you're going to end up with is the rear piece being too low for that support I'm looking for. It's just going to be down here because obviously this is designed for you to be lying down, not sitting up. What I actually do, there's an extra little bit of Velcro here. So I put it to the top bit and then put this on the outside, wrap it quite tightly around, and now you will see I look like an absolute idiot, but turning around you can see these up here nice and high provide me with that occipital bone support, prevent my neck from collapsing downwards. On the front you have this space here so my windpipe doesn't get constricted when that is pushed down. With other pillows that aren't designed to provide that kind of rearward support, generally you find that the front area of the pillow just starts kind of strangling you this way. However, there's one addition to this, and that is even pushing back like that, you still kind of want even more support because the head's so heavy. So if you're pulling down on it like this, that pushes my head forward even more and just keeps me sleeping like a baby whilst sitting upright. And so, but I can't sleep like this all night, my hands will fall down. So how do I address that? In a hilarious fashion, using an exercise band that I also take with me. So put this up through here, ta-da! And then depending on how much tension I need, I may put it through the sides of the seat, the armrests, and that will prevent me from, that's probably too much pressure. So what I tend to do is wrap it around twice, and then, like the Dream Sling, have a sling here, I just rest my arms in that to sleep. And then I lean backwards, that holds me completely in position. I can adjust the tension by adding extra knots here, or I can wrap this around, for example, make it a bit shorter, just to adjust that forwards tension. So sleeping like that prevents me from, I'm not gonna loll forwards because the seat itself is reclined. This kind of holds my head in a neutral position, it keeps it supported, and I can fully relax my head back and it doesn't collapse. So again, completely appreciate that some people, if they're worried about looking remotely not like a lunatic whilst traveling, would not be up for this, but it's been a game changer for me. What I tend to do then for transportation purposes, put this down to the minimum, put this rear piece on the side, and then use this to tie this closely to the outside of my bag or to on the top. So that is my custom contraption. I really wish there was some pillow that offered this combination of backward support, breathability through the neck and height, but it just doesn't exist, so I had to come up with this by myself. So that's why I said the Dream Sling with their patent pending world's first sling. It wasn't. This was the world's first sling. So this is a little more expensive than the other solutions as well, but obviously I'm not someone that skimps on travel pillows. This is about $55. for the one with the extra occipital support there, and then a fitness band is, I don't know. So altogether it's a expensive setup, but I've used this now for a few years, and in all the reviews I've just done in the last few days, I've still not found anything that comes close to this. I just hoped that something would be on the market that was a little more compressible, a little less ridiculous looking, but for now, this is how I fly.